Hey everybody, Konaja here. Welcome back to the Mindcrack server for Non-Adventure Week and Raining Week. Why do you rain, Minecraft? Why do you rain? Well, I guess we're starting this episode. Wait, is it about to be sunrise? Hold on, sleep, sleep, sleep. Whew, speedy sleep, speedy sleep. Whew, almost missed our opportunity to get rid of the rain. And boy, do I ever need to get rid of the rain because we are apparently amidst the monsoon season here in Florida, and it's a monsoon season like one I've not seen in a long time. I just had to go over to my parents' house yesterday and got some good rally experience in the Audi, and got diverted down many roads that were flooding because yeah, things are getting to the point of not being able to contain the water anymore around here, which is a problem and rather worrisome considering we are still and now getting into the heart of the hurricane season. Should we actually get any tropical activity, we gonna be in trouble. It's gonna be Cone on the Float Crack server. Float Crack. But anyway, Adventure Week is done, and I need to count my earnings. Well, I need to melt down all of the stuff I gathered. I only gathered 24 iron. What a failure. I guess I will melt down my 24 iron and put my stack of gold away that I no longer really need. That brings me up to 8, 9, 10 diamonds. Oh, there's more iron. Let's melt that too. That brings me to 10 diamonds. We were going to do an Abba caving. I didn't have enough time yesterday to get ready for it, though, so no, we didn't. But in the future, we could do one because I now have enough to make maybe a diamond chest and a diamond axe. That's 9 and 3. Yeah, I could do that. Right? No. 7 and 3. Is it 8 and 3? It's 8 and 3. Yeah, it's 8 and 3. So I would be 1 diamond short. Huh. That's unfortunate. Maybe a sword instead then. But I have a shield now, I have a bow, I could make some arrows. I feel like I could be prepared now at this juncture for such an endeavor. That would be nice. That would be nice to redeem myself from our previous... I wish this worked as a toilet. Our previous Abba caving adventure. That was not really an adventure at all. It was just sad. Alright, so what do I need to do here? I don't really have any of the goods on me. The goods are all in an ender chest, and I actually don't have an ender chest in the area, so I need to walk over to the Good and Jeff area and see if I can find one. Hopefully they have someone around here? Okay, let me start over. Hopefully they have one around here somewhere. Hey, I got it. But we also need to get back to work on our construction project here. We got our grand entrance that now needs some walkways. The first one I'm going to do is out this way, and this side's going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be a basic wooden pathed road all the way out to the farm area. I might try to incorporate some of the design into it. We have a couple themes here. We have this is a theme, the granite. Also in here, some of this theme. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it and see. I haven't really given it too much thought just yet. But let me walk over and try and find an ender chest. I don't know that we're going to get a lot of building progress done today. It feels like I just got home from like a trip, from a vacation or you know, adventure, if you will. I've been out traveling and now I need to get things back in order. It's how it feels. I think I just birthed a baby chicken. I sure did. Is that the wrong term to use? Probably. But yeah, today was already kind of a busy day for me. I decided, I've been hemming and hawing. I already purchased my plane tickets to go to PAX West / visit Kurt in 4 weeks or so. Let's see. What's today date? Today date 30th. Date I leave is 28th. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks and a little bit of change. I decided that due to the anxieties that I have with overall the atmosphere of airports, I've discovered that the flying part of flying isn't the part that I have the biggest problem with. It's the airport part. It's a huge collection of people, and there's like a weird structure and order to things that I'm not particularly familiar with, and it's an area primed to make me uncomfortable. So as part of that, I decided to do whatever I could to make myself feel more comfortable, interesting, with that environment, and I did the TSA pre-check thing, which I honestly don't entirely... This is the first time I've actually seen this village. I don't entirely know what that is or means. All I know is that it means less standing in the crazy line that is the TSA checks at airports. And, okay, you guys are very noisy. And that seems like a good thing, because that was extremely awkward and uncomfortable. Is it worth paying money to avoid awkwardness? Maybe not for some people, but for me, $85 was well worth it. Even if it just helps in like a really small way. Where am I trying to get to? I think I passed where I want to go. I don't think there's any inner chests in there. I'll look in the farm, but I doubt it. It's gonna be very noisy. Hey, you escaped, as did you. We got escapees. Hi, everybody. Hi. This is where the dinosaurs used to be. Alright. That's not an inner chest. So yeah, I decided to do that, and basically it's just a sign up online thing, and then you have to go to an identity checking place where they fingerprint you and do a background check. I didn't know what that was going to be like. I didn't know if it was like interview style, or I had no idea. I just kind of whimmed this whole thing. So I was a little nervous. Hey, there's one. About going to this place this morning. And that is what I spent my morning doing. Is very far. For most people in this area is just how it is. And I certainly remember that, because when I used to go to college, it was basically the same commute, minus a little bit of distance. I don't have enough room to carry all the stuff. I should have emptied my inventory. I really want the sea pickle, though. What can I leave in here? The treasure chest, or the treasure map. I don't need that. I kind of want to put it up on a wall somewhere, because I want the pickles. I want to see what the pickles do in a pond. Alright, that's enough for now. So yeah, it was a long journey for me, but for most around here is normal. It certainly reminds me of the fact that if I ever, or if/when I have to surrender to not being a work from home kind of person, I don't want to live here. I don't want to be in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is awful. There's jobs in Jacksonville, apparently, from what I'm told. However, basically, any job you have is an awful commute, no matter where you have to go. And people are going to say, oh, it's like that in any city. I'm sorry, Jacksonville is particularly bad. Because they built the city right in the midst of rivers, they had to take a bunch of, like sacrifices to road structure, because you can only cross the bridge so many times, or you can only cross the bridge so many times. You can only cross the river so many times, because we can't build that many bridges. And the whole place is just a mess. It's just an absolute disaster of a city. And it gets worse every year because it's ever expanding for some reason. People want to live here. And it's just an absolute cluster. Like, nothing makes any sense. And I think people just get used to it. Like, they just accept that it's that way. But even, like, as awful as Atlanta is for traffic, at least it makes sense. Like, the highway structure has some engineering to it, it seems. Versus the highway structure here, that looked like a zombie from outside. It just seems so... Is the word haphazard? You know, accidental. Drink and awakeness. Yeah, that was my observation today. Is I don't want to be here if I have to have a commute. That's a life priority for me. I don't want to do that ever again. And living in town, well, that's kind of a there's a lot of negatives with that too, both for the fact that it's not a particularly nice place to live, and if it is a nice place to live, it's way out of my ballpark. Salmon! Salmon. Not salmon. Alright, fishes. Welcome to your new home. Say hello to the other fishes who haven't gone away yet. That's nice. I want to put a sea pickle in there and see what it does. Got that net. Does the sea pickle stay in the water even if it's not in a tropical ocean? Seems like it. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'll put one under here. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool at night, I do believe. Do they look crowded? They don't look too crowded. They have plenty of room. They're fine. What else was it? Yeah, I guess that was kind of it for that. I mean, that's not like the factor. It's not like, oh, I don't want to be here because of traffic. No, that's bad everywhere. But it's just another reason. And there's no shortage on reasons, so yeah. I don't wanna I don't wanna deal with that ever again. And if I'm going to deal with traffic, I at least want to be somewhere where I want to be, because I don't like the culture here. I don't like generally the scenery or attractions here. The only thing that's here that I like, here meaning North Florida, is the fact that you know, I have friends here. My very small family, most of them are here. Those are the reasons. So it's, you know, has nothing to do with the area. So someday maybe I need to go out and explore some. What do I want to do? Let me just go look for a minute. Let me go think this over for a bit. There was something else. Oh, right. Now that I'm about to be designing my roadway here, I had another thought. This is what happens when you lock me into a car for an hour and 45 minutes of driving on the highways around here. Another little chicken. I've noticed an observation. Track design is something that I've talked about how I'm seriously interested in, and you know, it's something that I have had hobbies around, and it's just something I study, basically. Well, is it just me, or is it a little strange that despite the fact that we care so much about how safe and secure and, you know, well, mostly safe track design has to be, we seem to not really care so much about highway design in that way. In particular, construction. every construction zone I see, it just seems, again, very haphazardly made, and they leave all of these exposed edges and major, what I would call a safety risk. I mean, no, we're not doing 150, but we're still doing, you know, if laws are being followed, which when does that happen? Still doing maybe, hello chickens, maybe 65, 70, 80 miles an hour. Oh, that's what happened there. So that's still a pretty good clip. Well, we got like exposed ends of Jersey barriers. We got random lane shifts that happen very rapidly, and then concrete walls that encroach on that in a hurry. There's just so many things that I noticed as I was looking around of stuff that would never fly on a racetrack. Well, here they are out in the real world where all of us drive, and we have to. Racing is something we do for sport. Racing is something we do because we want to. Driving is something we do generally because we have to. Why is it that we care so much about, you know, the life of a... Oh man, this might be a little dark. We care so much about the life of a race car driver, like, you know, if a driver were to get killed on a track, everything stops, and serious things are looked into to try and make sure that never happens again. And that is great. That is the reason, if we go back to the NASCAR race this weekend, if anybody watched that, accidents like Bubba Wallace had are no longer, you know, okay, well, that driver probably died, and are now, wow, man, it's a good thing we have all this safety stuff, like safer barriers, and, oh my gosh, Pocono, the track that happened, that place used to be a disaster. The entire infield wall was Armco with dirt bank behind it, and it did all these like wiggles, so it had 45-degree angles in it. Even in my lifetime, there has been serious, ridiculous crashes at Pocono, all of which would have been, you know, prevented by just, you know, a little foresight into track design and track safety. So, you know, we've improved there. We've decided that is not okay, and that the tracks should be safe. Hi, Cal. Hi. So that's great. That's amazing. I'm very happy for that. But why don't we feel that way about highways? And maybe we do. I mean, I'm not saying that none of this stuff is taken into consideration, but just from my observation, it doesn't look like it. You know, it looks like nobody cares about the safety of the roads. Drivers on the highway are going slower than on a racetrack, but they are significantly less skilled or trained at driving than race car drivers. I guarantee you that much. So I would think we would be going out of our way to make sure that the racetracks were, or the highways were as safe as a racetrack. That was my observation today. Maybe it's dumb. Maybe I'm just being, what would be the word? What's the word? It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It probably won't. Not ignorant. More like, oblivious. You guys are gonna have to help me with this one. It's like I just don't live in reality about it. Maybe that's just not, you know, feasible. Maybe I'm dreaming with this. Maybe I'm simplifying the problem too much. But that was just my observation. Was if a track engineer walked down a highway and looked at the, you know, 45-degree angle Jersey barriers and the sudden radius changes in turns and stuff, especially in areas where they're currently doing construction, they would probably, you know, say this needs to change. You know, this can't be. We can't race cars here. Oh, but we can drive them just fine. It's just weird. It's just weird. I'm sure my perspective is different on this because I don't commute anymore. I mean, I did it for 7 years. Yeah, 7 years that I used to drive the highways 5 days a week here. And it never really occurred to me then, but it seemed to occur to me today. Also, I'm really liking what I'm doing here. I think this might help this theme continue through. The only thing I'm thinking about is inverting it. So instead of using full blocks, what if I made it look cool from the outside by doing this? So then it zippers on the inside. But, oh, does that leave an opening? It doesn't. All right, so how do I do this? It's very hard to place. Nope, nope, nope. Yep. Huh. It's an interesting design, but it takes a lot of effort. It's going to leave... Grass. Grass, please. There we go. It's going to leave the openings there, but there's grass there. And I might be able to do something cool with that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm digging it. Because then underneath, what if I could do some kind of unique block? Like, I mean, just for example. Nope. That's not what I want. Nope. My shovel got carried away. It was all my shovel, yes. Alright, so what do I have on me? I have nothing but the mycelium. Like, just for example, I could do something like that, and then there would be a cool highlight block along the path. That might be neat. Yeah. I am going to think on that. And that is going to be the episode for today because I, thanks to a Viper competition series of videos that is absolutely destroying my time and my schedule, I have run out of time for the day. But I hope you enjoyed my rant. Was it a rant, really? Not really. It was an observation. I'm keen to hear your opinions because I have a feeling I'm probably like ridiculously off base on this, and I'm a realist. I realize that I can be a very ignorant, stupid human being at times. We all can be. And I need perspective from other people to help me understand that. So, yeah, this might be one of those cases, but I am keen to hear what you have to say about it. And that will do it for Mindcrack today. Thank you as always for watching. Hope you're going to enjoy our building expeditions for the week. And then maybe over the weekend we'll get to that abbey caving and try to have some revenge there. I'd like to get maybe Good or maybe one of the traditional Minecrafters involved in that too. That would be cool. Alright, that'll do it for today. Thanks as always for watching. Bye-bye.